Next on Today in St. Louis, officials warned about overcrowding at a local hotspot, and now a man has drowned. What we know about the ongoing problems at Jefferson County's Rockford Beach.
And nice and sunny for us today, but storms are on the way. I'll tell you what time they'll get here.
Plus, school starts this month. How you can soak up the end of summer in the bi-state today, weather permitting.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Well, good morning. Take a look at that,
Pretty.
Tracy.
Wow.
I mean, goodness gracious. We're waking up with a live look at the skies over Madison, Illinois from the Worldwide Technology Raceway. You can see it down there at the bottom of your screen. Skies are clear and colorful right now, but don't get too excited because it doesn't look like it's going to stay that way for long. Happy Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us. It's August 13th. I'm Sydney Stallworth, and we have Tracy Henson here. You look wonderful, by the way, Tracy.
Thank
That's
you.
such
So
a
do
great
you.
color on you.
Oh, thanks.
And you have a busy day ahead, it looks like.
Again.
The hardest worker around here, Tracy Henson.
We are in an orange alert. Not why I wore orange this morning. Then I
So
was like, I'm going to be
appropriate.
talking about orange alert, and I'm in orange. What are the odds?
Yeah.
All right. But I was wishful thinking of fall. All right.
We're getting close.
We're getting there. We're getting there. The storms that we're going to have later today are just starting to cross over into the state of Missouri right now. As you can see, it's kind of this disturbance that extends all the way from Oklahoma up into Kansas, even into Nebraska and Iowa there. This is going to start to slide through into the St. Louis area later on tonight. Gary Frank will be in, and I probably will be too. If this does take a turn for the severe, I'll be here in our storm tracker. All right, our storm outlook for the day today. Here's about 2:10. You can see this sliding through. It starts to come into the St. Louis area right around 4 o'clock. These cells here I'm expecting to be severe. And then look at this. By 5 o'clock, it's a drenching rain for us this evening. This continues on here. Here's 6:05. Starts to make its exit around 7 o'clock. And then we have a little second wave here that'll arrive overnight. But for now, let's enjoy the colors that are outside. It is a beautiful start to the day out there with a mix of sun and a few clouds, and temperature-wise, it's in the low 70s.
See, right now we're working to learn more about a drowning at Rockford Beach in Jefferson County. So far, we know rescue crews responded to the area around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. The victim was seen floating in the water before he disappeared. An hour later, crews found the man dead in the big river and have not yet identified him. Earlier this summer, Jefferson County officials closed the beach several weekends in a row because of overcrowding. They said the number of cars and people could block first responders from reaching the area in the case of an emergency. Also this morning, a family is mourning the death of a 7-year-old boy. He died in a head-on collision on I-70 in St. Charles County early Saturday morning. The Missouri Highway Patrol says the boy and 2 adults in the car were hit by a wrong-way driver near Wentzville. The adults are expected to recover. Police arrested the driver on suspicion of driving while intoxicated. Also this morning, it has been 32 years since 11-year-old Arlen Henderson disappeared in Lincoln County. Now detectives are setting fresh eyes on this cold case. Our Justina Coronel spoke with Arlen's mother, who says she won't give up.
This one, yeah, we had a few rewards. This is one of the first ones.
For 32 years,
Age progression is 3/6/2007.
it's been a search for her son. Debbie Henderson Griffith holds on to a missing persons flyer as she holds on to hope.
I mean, the family kept on. We never gave up.
In the summer of 1991, her then 11-year-old boy, Arlen Henderson, rode his bike near his home in Moscow Mills. He never returned home.
After that, Arlen's bike was found about 11 weeks later, 5 miles away from his home. And since then, there haven't been many clues.
Then after a while, I think everybody got tired.
Time has taken its toll.
I don't think I've had peace since they took him. I still go to bed, think about him, wake up, think about him, pray. That's my first prayer.
Within the last 2 years, it's a detective's determination that's reignited this case.
He gave us some hope.
Police say 9 years after Arlen's disappearance, his sister Joy Leonard was murdered by her husband Bob Leonard, who then killed himself. Now police plead for the public's input.
We've learned that they may have made some comments that may have been relevant to this investigation. but they're no longer with us, so we can't interview them. So the purpose of the media release was to find people who knew them.
A tip could be the tip of the iceberg.
Every little tiny bit might just bring him home, might just let me have peace. If he's dead, I would really like to know who did it and why.
Debbie yearns for any clue to find Arlen and answers. It's a mother's motive to move forward.
I haven't given up on Arlen, but I'm really ready to move on. I would like to still get to know my son if he's out there and he's alive. I'd like to know the man he became, but that's in God's hands now.
Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
If you have any information, call the Lincoln County Sheriff's tip line. That number is 636-462-6153. This morning, the National Transportation and Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration are investigating a deadly plane crash in Verdon, Illinois. Verdon is south of Springfield, about an hour and 20 minutes north of St. Louis off Route 4. The first 911 calls came in at 8:40 yesterday morning from witnesses who saw the plane go down.
As it was going over, it kept getting a little bit lower, and then as it was getting over by the tree line, it wasn't going to clear the tree line, and it tried to turn, and when it went to turn, it went straight nose down.
The pilot who died was the only person in the single-engine plane. Police have not released the pilot's identity. It's the deadliest American wildfire in over a century. How much money FEMA estimates it'll cost to rebuild West Maui.
Temperatures for us today making it into the low 80s with storms this afternoon. I'll show you the futurecast next.
This morning, we are family. Yeah, Tracy backed me up. All right, what you'll find at this reunion-style party in North City today. And I have a hint, bring your roller skates with you.